Today is June 25th. It's 2014. Merry Christmas. Not yet.
Almost halfway.
About halfway
Getting
to Christmas.
close.
Yeah, we are. 6 months.
We can do half Christmas.
We could.
Merry half Christmas.
It's June 25th. Yeah, ha-ha instead of ho. Okay, good.
Ooh.
It's Wayne Goldsboro Television. That's who we are. My name is Wayne Alley.
I'm Donald Sutton.
And we thank you very much for joining us today. Kim is still out of town. She'll be back with us tomorrow for our Thursday program. But in the meantime, we're here with Donald Sutton, who's filling in for Kim. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yes, Donald's been with us over a year now, and he's getting ready to scoot off to college after graduating from...
I've graduated from WMCHS, Wayne Early Middle College High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It is.
They should reduce that.
Well, but it says everything it is.
It does. There's nothing left to question, except for why it's an early middle college. I get that question a lot.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I mean, you could explain that because that's a good deal.
It is. I would recommend it. It
really
to people.
Is. If you could qualify for it, don't you have to qualify for that?
Oh, well, you have to apply for it. You don't have to technically qualify for it.
Oh, okay. So you apply.
Yeah.
But then now you graduated from Wayne Early Middle High School, and as a result, you're starting off at ECU.
I have an associate's in arts already.
Already.
So academically, I'm a junior at ECU going in my first year. They still treat you as a freshman, though.
So how
you still have to stay on campus and everything like that, which I'm okay with.
Yeah. But you're a junior. Going in as a junior academically, which means you could graduate the following year.
I could if it wasn't for musical theater.
Well, yeah, okay. Well,
got to stay there 4 years still.
Oh, have you really?
Yes, I do.
Well, there you go. Well, that's probably a good thing, though.
Still get some experience.
Musical theater and?
And psychology.
What?
I know, right?
Psychology.
Two different worlds, and I really want to do something in philosophy.
And we will have Dr. Stephen Peters back in the studio with us mentioning.
Speaking of psych.
And coming up soon, and he always does a great job. I love having him come by. Yeah. All right, at the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center today, we have the James White Room dedication program is this morning at 9:30. Also want to mention to you the latest volunteer of the quarter at the Senior Center is Terry Wright. Terry was born in Nashville, Tennessee. She lived there till she was 17. She's living here now, of course. She's volunteered in many roles at the Senior Center. Her first love is the respite program, where she helps patients who have memory loss. She was voted as Volunteer of the Quarter because of her dedication, hard work, and helpfulness. One senior summed it up simply by saying Terry is a great person. So congratulations to Terry Wright, the latest Volunteer of the Quarter at the Peggy M. Seeger's Senior Center on East Ash Street here in Goldsboro.
You know, what more do you need to say whenever you just get that?
Do what?
She is a great person.
Do you know Terry Wright?
I don't, but that person does.
According to this, yeah. According to this, she's a great person. All right. And let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, yes. Caregiver class. That's today at the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center. Well, it was not today. What? Okay. Forget
Close
that.
enough.
All right, close enough. Anyway, they had it a couple of days ago. Wait till next month. They'll have one in July as well. They have one every month. All right, what you got?
What do I have? Let's see here. So, looking a bit in advance, but not too far. July 5th, that's a Saturday.
That's okay.
That is Bluegrass in the Village.
Ooh, yeah.
Woo! Love me some bluegrass.
Oh, yeah, I love bluegrass.
Say what, a really nice thing. We were talking about the Swingle Singers a while ago. Bluegrass and a cappella.
Oh.
Yeah, it works together really well.
Oh, I'll bet.
Ooh, it's good.
I bet it does. Okay.
I'm an a cappella freak.
Well, how can, I know.
Yeah.
I realize that. Well, you're a singer.
Yeah.
You're a singer, big-time singer. But how does bluegrass and a cappella work? I thought a cappella was like without music.
It is. You get the style of bluegrass. You get all the harmonies that you would get, and then you just put it into a cappella.
Into voice.
It's a stylized combination.
Ooh, I like that.
It's neato.
I like that. I hadn't thought of that. Very good.
Yes.
Very good, sir.
You can contact Jennifer
Contact Jennifer.
And that'll be at 919-432-5175. That's 919-432-5175. That is Bluegrass in the Village.
Just go.
Just go.
It's a free bluegrass jam at the Pavilion in Waynesboro Park, July 5th.
July 5th?
Which is, as you probably know, is the day after July 4th.
That is how dates work.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. We're going to go and oh yeah, Vic Miller is our guest today. We're going to talk to Vic Miller. Is it okay? Okay. Here. Our guest today back in the studio with Vic Miller. Vic, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good to see you. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you for having me back.
Vic is on the advisory board of our Veterans Services office here in Wayne County.
Yes.
Former Marine.
Yes.
Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Okay, today, what do you bring into the table today? What are we going to talk about?
There's a couple of things I'd like to talk about this morning. One, right off the bat, is going to be the Purple Heart Banquet coming up in August. You can never announce that enough and never advertise that enough. And just we'd like to have a packed hall again this year.
Right.
Tickets are only $20.
Right.
And it's going to be on August 7th at the First Pentecostal Holiness Church here off of the overpass of Wayne Memorial in 70.
At the 70 bypass and Wayne Memorial Drive, the big church down in the corner there.
Yes, it is.
Same place it was last year.
Yes.
All right.
And it's going to be our actual third annual Purple Heart Banquet here in Wayne County.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I'm honored to be a part of that, and I thank you very much for asking me to be a part of that.
Yes, thank you.
It is a wonderful, wonderful event. Is there a charge for tickets? What's what ticket cost?
The tickets are, and I have them right here. The tickets are $20 a piece, and you can actually be a sponsor, a red, white, and blue sponsor, and it's $100, $250, or a $500 sponsor.
And how would they find out about sponsorship?
You could either get a hold of myself, Bill Graham, anywhere through the Veterans Service Office, right down off of Bass Street, or through you,
right? Or
anybody. If you go to the VA clinic, they all know how to get a hold of us.
Yeah, the clinic out across from the hospital.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Well, look, tell us a little bit about the Purple Heart Banquet. What is it? What do you do?
Well, the Purple Heart Banquet is actually it's a recognition and a celebration of those who were wounded in combat. And funny enough, this year it would be the 232nd anniversary of when George Washington first gave out the first 3 Purple Hearts. And so that's a little bit of information for those of you out there in Wayne County.
That's,
so it's actually, and it actually falls on Purple Heart Day. So.
Okay, August 7th.
August 7th, yes.
Purple Heart Day.
Which is a Thursday, and it starts at 7 o'clock.
All right. Again, anyone who wants information about that can call either the VA clinic or call Sean.
Well, just stop by the Veterans Services Office, and
yeah.
then either myself or Bill Graham, and they know how to get a hold of us. So.
Okay, very good.
Looking forward to it.
All right, now number 2, what else?
Number 2, it's our birthday. I tell you
what,
we're coming. My birthday was last week.
Oh,
a while ago, but I'm talking about 4th of July. It's that season, that time of year again. 238 years, July 4th, 1776, and just so rich in history. And I'm from the West Coast, but being out here on the East Coast, I'm taking full advantage of just the history and the Civil War battlefields all up and down in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, D.C., in that area. It's just...
I'm so glad you mentioned that. You're from the West Coast now, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people who are, the further they get away from Washington, D.C., or from the East Coast, they're kind of removed from the history that that is offered by this part of the country.
Mm-hmm. And I'm taking full advantage of it while we're out here. Just, I mean, our daughter... I try to get her involved. I mean, we went to the White House, went to the Capitol building, went to all the museums, the National History Museum, American History Museum. But this year is the 200-year anniversary of the Battle of Fort McHenry. Did you know that?
I did, in fact.
Yeah,
part of the battle, part of the War of 1812.
Yes.
Which went actually until 1814.
September 14th, 1814.
That's
yes.
right.
And it was the battle that inspired Francis Scott Key to write our national anthem.
That's right. And what a great story that is.
Yes, it is.
Key was trying to get a friend of his, the British were out in the harbor, and they had plans to bomb the fort, and it was kind of a secret plan.
Yes, it was.
And and Francis Scott, and they were holding people, colonists on the, or rather Americans on the ship there.
Yes, they were.
And they wouldn't let him go. So Key wanted to get some of his friends off. So he goes out to the ship and says, "Hey, guys, come on. Let me take these guys home."
and they grabbed him.
Yeah, and they grabbed him and kept him too. So he sat there and watched the bombardment of Fort McHenry, and that inspired him.
And it's So if you ever get a chance, if you have not been up to D.C. or up to the American History Museum, my advice is to go to Fort McHenry first.
Yeah.
Go watch that because it gives you the history behind it. And then on your way back home, stop by Washington, D.C., the American History Museum, and then you can actually see the actual flag that they flew above Fort McHenry. And it's just, it's moving. It really is.
It is very moving. The whole story is moving. It's,
yes.
There was so much sacrifice during that time.
So, and all I ask is this year on 4th of July, when you're out with your families, it's going to be a Friday, so it's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in New York City that weekend. I'm going to go up with my sister. Actually, we're going to go. I've never seen the Statue of Liberty from the ground. I've always seen it from the air. Yeah. So we're actually going to try to go out. My sister got married earlier this month.
Wow.
And and it's part of their honeymoon. So I'm going to meet them, and we're going to tour New York.
So you have a brand new brother-in-law.
And I got to break him in. Welcome to the family, Mike.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But no, it's 4th of July, when you're out there barbecuing, it's just like this past Memorial Day. You know, it's not just a weekend to go out, out on the water, go to the beach. It's also a day to remember, the history, the rich history that we have and how much sacrifice our men and women in uniform, or not only that, just those who've helped and supported those men and women in uniform throughout the years, and which made our country free, and appreciate it.
That's exactly right.
So.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Yes.
We will encourage everyone to do that, but I wanted to ask you about the Veterans Advisory Board. You're on that board.
Yes.
You lead that board. You're chairman.
Yes, I am.
Tell us about some of about what the board does and about how that's tied to the Veterans Services Office here.
What we do is we get out and we just raise awareness of veterans benefits because, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, we have close to 20,000 veterans in Wayne County. Mm-hmm. A little more than half of those are registered with the VA. To me, that's a problem. Mm-hmm. It's not a handout. It's what you earned. It's what you earned with your sweat and blood, and it's your sacrifices that you made. So if you're a veteran, or if you know anybody out there who's a veteran out here in Wayne County, please reach out to those family members, those friends, and get them registered with the VA. And not only that, but I mentioned this at the last American Legion meeting. You know, I got up there and we just assigned some new officers, and I have noticed a thing. For the amount of veterans that we have in Wayne County, we should have had on American Legion meetings, we should have that room packed.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I said this last meeting, and I'm going to say it again. If you're a veteran here in Wayne County, please get involved because we need volunteers. We need people out there talking about it because with all the wakes of all the scandals going on with the veterans, the VA, we need to get out there and get the word out and make people aware that, hey, you know what? You've earned this. You've earned these entitlements. You've earned these benefits. Take advantage of them, if not for yourself, for your family, because there's VA benefits for your family too.
Well, the times have changed. It's getting better, but we have a long way to go.
Oh yes, we're always going to have a ways to go, no matter how good we get. But that's what we do, and that's why I do what I do, because we get out there and I encourage a lot of the younger veterans. They're getting out, or on Seymour Johnson or Camp Lejeune, Fort Bragg, or wherever I go, and I see a younger veteran out there, and I says, "Hey, have you joined a veterans group, the American Legion, Veterans VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars, or have you done that yet? If you haven't, please do. And here's my card. Please give me a call, and if you have any questions, and I'll put you in contact of where to get your application, or I'll get your number and I'll give you the application." But you know, it's just getting everybody involved, and it's making everybody aware, and that's what.
Thank you. If you have any questions, if you want to get more information about what Vic is talking about, you can actually talk to someone at the Veterans Services Office.
Yes.
And that's 919-731-1490.
I don't know how you remember that.
I don't know either.
I have to have it written on my hand.
I guess that it is. 731-1490. Vic Miller is the chairman of the Veterans Services Board here in Wayne County.
Thank you.
Wayne County Veterans Services Advisory Council.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And
appreciate it.
For those out there in Wayne County, happy 4th of July. Please be safe. Hydrate. If you need a ride, call your friends or call a cab. Thank you.
Today we're in Mount Olive at the Mount Olive Civic Center, the old train station, if you will, where there is a project being put on by the library, Wayne County Public Library, putting on a project for young folks, explaining some science projects to them. So we're going to go inside and take a look at what's going on and how these young people will benefit from learning about these science projects. We're here now with Theophilia. And Theophilia, you had the children working, making robots out of marshmallows. Tell me about that.
All right. Well, we have the children making robots out of marshmallows and pretzel sticks. Mm-hmm. So, would you like me to explain how it goes?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. So the first thing that they do is that they'll get their little marshmallow body.
Right.
All right. And then they'll use the pretzel sticks to make the rest of the body.
Okay.
All right. So what they'll do is they'll put one in the top to make the little head, and then two at the side, which will make the arms.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And then they'll have a medium marshmallow.
All right.
Like this. That will be the head.
All right.
And then the other two will be the two hands.
All right. Now, what is this teaching or showing the children?
Well, the purpose of the program is that children will see that when they read, they can learn so many different things. Especially, we got this little idea from the robots to make the robots from this book that we got at the library.
Okay.
So we're hoping that children will actually go to the library, check out books, read, and become great inventors one day.
So they're using, not only does this encourage them to use tools to make things, it also encourages their imagination.
That's right.
And using books like Simple Machines, Science Experiments with Simple Machines at the library, this will encourage them to do that.
That's right. That's right.
Very good. Theophilia, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Now we're talking with James here. Now James, you had the children make constellations out of marshmallows and toothpicks. What does that show them, or what does that teach them?
That teaches them how many planets are in the universe, and they learn more about it.
So from that, you hope that they find an interest in science and space and constellations and all that sort of thing. Now, how did you go about showing them what to do? What did they have to do?
They have to. Well, I teach them step by step how to make the marshmallows, how to stick them in a toothpick, and how to form it. So they did pretty good with it.
All right, they did well. So there were 5 or 6 different groups in here, and each group had to take a marshmallow, put toothpicks in it, and form a constellation. What was the constellation they were making?
They were it was about the planets.
The planets. Yeah. All right. So they were making the planets here. All right. Man, that's good. All right. Thank you very much, James. We're here with Lauren. Lauren, you had children here at a table a few minutes ago, and you were asking them to throw things and write things and wink and run and kick. And what were you doing?
They were trying to see which was their dominant side. They needed to see if they were more left hand, right hand.
Left brain, right brain, that sort of thing?
Yes, sir.
What does this tell children?
Basically just which is their stronger side.
Do they even realize they have a stronger side?
Most of them did not. They had no idea. Some of them didn't even know they wrote with their right hand. So,
they didn't realize that they had a choice.
Yeah, they had no idea. They were picking up paper and things, and they were just they were confused at first, and we figured it out together.
And I'm sure they could learn something from this, or understand something.
They did. They learned they had choices, and they learned that it was just automatic to bring stuff with one hand. So,
and they're learning that they have a dominant side.
they do.
And maybe that can help them later on.
Yes.
And I'm sure that if they wanted to know more about it, they'd be inspired to go to the library.
Absolutely. Yes, we talked about going and checking out books there.
Wonderful. All right, Lauren, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're talking with Karen now. And Karen, the children are making airplanes, paper airplanes, and then there's a little contest that will follow at the end, and they see how far their plane will fly. Now, what is this teaching children?
Okay, well, we're teaching them, about flight and how to, if they want to learn more information on airplanes, they come to the library and get more books out on that, or whatever subject they're interested in, you know.
And by the use of the paper airplanes, which would, in their minds, it would be a toy.
Right.
It always was in my mind.
Right.
So they're using this to shape an aeronautical tool.
Right. That's what we're trying to encourage. I mean, we might have some astronauts here. We might have some flight, attendants or whatever, So we're just trying to encourage children to read more and to venture out,
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just like this and this side, whatever side you want. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see this side mostly.
I can't see. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
So all these parts here you're gonna stick. So if you want to color this side, that'd be best. And color a little bit so we have time to have our contest. Color your airplane. That's fine. Try this side first. And then time you color this side.
There's a light green.
Good job, guys. All right, here. Who's this one? Who's that one? Jasmine. That's yours? Here's one. So you can get a token. Everybody else, where's yours? Token.
And now we're talking with Selena. Selena, what are you doing here? You're putting dirt into soil into balloons, and what is that? What are you doing?
We are making a balloon greenhouse. So we're imitating, a greenhouse. We put the seed in there, and then the dirt and the water, and then blow it up. That's the air, and you have your own little contained environment for the plants.
A little environment, and the condensation that comes inside the balloon will help keep everything moist.
Exactly. Yeah. So you shouldn't have to open it up again until your little plant has grown, and you're ready to. If you put a radish in, ready to harvest the radish, just pop the balloon and.
These are radishes.
We have radish seeds, and we also have cosmos seeds, just little flowers.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I know that you're trying to teach the children something here. What is it that you hope they learn from this?
Well, we hope they learn just how to grow a plant and what it takes to grow a plant. That it doesn't take that much. Maybe that'll encourage them to, grow something in their backyard, a healthy vegetable or something. So yeah, I mean, we have some great books at the library on the plant life cycle and all kinds of fun facts. So
I happen to know that once children become involved with gardening, they love it and continue with it.
Yes, I think so too.
And they can learn a lot from the books at the library about gardening.
Yes, we have a lot.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. Thank you. All right, and we are back. Thank you for being with us today. And very quickly, if you miss any of today's program and you want to see a repeat of it, and you can't be around at noon or at 5:30, which is when it repeats on the station here.
Yes, yeah.
You can go to our YouTube channel, go to wgtv.com, click on the icon on the right side of the page, YouTube icon, and
I'm giving the steps.
YouTube, okay, step 1, go to the wgtv.com, and then click on the YouTube icon on the right side of the page, and it will take you to our channel. And if you want to go to the cities connection link, you go to goldsboronc.gov.
Yeah.
Number 1, and click on the link to the YouTube channel.
And there you go.
Coming up, don't miss out on a hands-on workshop offered by the Wayne County Extension Master Gardener Program on leaf casting. You may have seen these on display at the Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Demonstration Flower Garden at the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fair. Leaf casting, the workshop is this Saturday, and it will take place at the fairgrounds. Beginning at 9, going till noon. The cost is $25. That covers all the supplies and everything else. Registration is passed, but I would suggest calling and saying, I want to go to this thing. All right?
What exactly is leaf casting?
Leaf casting is like making a plaster caster, or making a leaf casting is making a copy. It's a decorative item.
Okay.
Yeah, you put it on your coffee table, you paint it, you know.
Make everything look pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm following along
anyway,
now.
Leaf castings make a beautiful focal point for your home or garden.
Well, if I'd have waited 1 second.
Okay, I may not be right about that description, but I think that's what it is. Anyway, it makes great gifts for horticulture enthusiasts. Anyway, call Diane Lynch. Diane's number is 919-735-1525. 919-735-1525. The number's not on here, but it'll do. Okay?
All right, what else do we have?
Anyway.
We have some parks and recreation things going on.
Hey.
So we've got the most closest. Yeah, that's grammatically incorrect. We're going to go with it, though. So the closest date we have for the Cornhole, Wayne County Cornhole Charity Tournaments, is July 26th. We just missed the June 14th one about a week or 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. We also have the Hillbilly Hike coming up in August. That's August 23rd.
All right.
We have Adult Kickball. You can register now. It's $10 per player. A T-shirt will be included. They just had one June 18th, and they'll have one June 25th. And that is today. And July 9th. That's 6 p.m. at Herman Park. Movies on the Lawn, Friday, June 27th. And I believe that's all I got.
Okay. The year was 1844.
Was it really?
President number 10.
Ooh. Still count them on both hands.
1844. It was John Tyler. Took a wife in the U.S. White House, becoming the first U.S. president to marry while in office. I'm not sure they got married in the White House, but he married while he was president.
While he was, yes.
Yeah. Okay, because that came later, somebody marrying somebody in the White House. I think that was Grover Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
But John Tyler was president number 10. Would you believe
let's see.
His grandchild, 2 of them, are still living. He has 2
Really?
grandchildren still living. Yes.
And this was what year?
This was 1844 when he got married.
My.
Now, my grandfather was born in 1883. And look at how old I am.
But they got some good blood running in that family tree.
I'm telling you, 1844, of course, he had children late in life,
Right.
and then his son had children late in life. But
Right.
his grandchildren are still living. June Lockhart, Lassie's mother, is having a birthday today. She's 89. Carly Simon, 69 today. J.J. Walker, having a birthday. He's 67. Dynamite, that's right. That's who that is. And Phyllis George, the former Miss America, is having a birthday. She is 65 and still very lovely. Linda Cardellini is having a birthday. She was Lauren on Boy Meets World. Lindsay on Freaks and Geeks. Nurse Taggart on ER. She is 39 today. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Enjoyed having you in for the last few days. Tomorrow is Thursday, and what's her name? Kim will be back. See how quickly we forget. Kim will be back with us on Thursday, so we're looking forward to that as well. In the meantime, hope you're able to join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a great day. Until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
I am Donald Sutton.
And this is what's happening in your community.